عسلامة حبيبي قاعد نتفرجوا فينا كل معاكم السيريوس نرجعوا على ديسبلاي في ال ار. اخر مرة قعدنا نلوج ونلقاو شي ايش لوجوا احنا؟ نسيت ايه كملوا. Eventually I couldn't keep my mouth shut any longer. Hey, what do you think the deal is with the stuff about the world being infested with some crazy virus? A pandemic seems like it would make the news, but I don't remember hearing anything. Wait a minute, you mentioned it, didn't you? Back when Dio was asking questions. We were in the infirmary. It was right after Core closed it. And then Alice said, Huh. So what's the rumor was she talking about? What's the... she was talking about. I got the feeling you and Alice were talking about the same thing. Clover? What do you know? ما تقول الاكثر اندينج تعلقت فيه بكلافر هو ذا تعلق فيه سيجما هو الاندينج اكثر برانش اكثر تايم لاين. دونك ليش تحكي له؟ What are you and Alice anyway? I heard you guys belong to some sort of organization. What is it? واو ايش بيها جو عم تكك بون جو عندها فوق بالنهار محلوله ما بتسكرش بالبي سي سو البي سي عنده اكثر منها انا اكثر منها هذا عنده بي سي ما تسكرش 22 يوم مش فزك. Clover was quiet for a long time. She bit her thumbnail and then added it off on YouTube and looked down at the floor. Then finally she lifted her head and met my eyes. Alright. I promise. Wait, this is clear, man. Clover nodded and began to talk. I listened with rapt attention, at a complete loss of word. Here's what she said. Oh, soys. بتأكد ما مش boys. Alice and I are agents of the soys. Soys. مش السيبي دخلوا هيك الجو which is under the jurisdiction of the Department of Defense. SOI stands for Special Office of Internal Security. Internal. And we're an elite intelligence division that investigates potentially disruptive or dangerous elements such as domestic or foreign terrorists, radical politics splinter groups, and religious organizations with extreme agendas that could pose a threat to the state of or citizenry. Our existence has been made public, so there are only a few people who even hasn't been made public. You're probably wondering how I even got involved in something like that, huh? Well, it started when I met Alice. How did you meet Alice? أيوة فاش نستنى عندي بيلي كمان 999. I told you that I've played an Unari game twice before, right? Hey, زي تبدي لما 999. Well, this was after the second time, so about a year ago. تخيل جاء agent هي Alice. We just escaped. We were all stuffed into an SUV barreling across the desert. I was driving, and that's when I saw her. Damn, she hot. Alice. She was standing next to the road with her thumb out. She was already working for the Oh shit. Soys, and she'd been on her way to the building we'd been trapped in as a part of her investigation. But on the way here, her car had broken down. We offered to give her a ride, of course. After she got in, we started talking, and it turned out that Alice had gotten a tip that the terrorists she was after were in the building we'd been trapped in. We couldn't see how us playing the nutty game had anything to do with the terrorists. But Alice had a suggestion. Maybe the two people who trapped you in there are the terrorists. That didn't seem very likely to us, but we were chasing after them anyway, so we decided to bring Alice with us. Unfortunately, we didn't find them. As far as we know, they're still out there now, on the run. Anyway, we were taken back to Soy's headquarters and put into custody. Guess they thought there had to be some kind of connection between us being kidnapped and the terrorist group they were investigating, but they must not have found anything because after a few days of questioning they let us go. We all went home and returned to our lives. But things didn't go back to the way they'd been. My mom got real worried about me and my brother since we'd gotten kidnapped twice now, so she hired bodyguards for us. عندكم فلوس? Oh, I haven't told you about my brother, have I? He's super awesome for one. And he was in both of the last two No 90 games too. So anyway, we'd been grabbed twice. Yeah, didn't tell me about your brother. Shit like hey. But the people behind the two No 90 games were totally different. That didn't matter to my mom though, so after that all these huge men in black suits followed me and my brother everywhere. It was awful. We were always being watched. People would look at us funny because we were being followed around by a bunch of creepy looking guys. I couldn't stand it. Just when I thought I'd finally be free, all that was waiting for me was another kind of prison. The only time I was really happy was when I was hanging out with my brother. So we were talking it over one day and we decided to leave, like run away. So we did it. After that we lived on our own. Flows, I worked in a cafe, and he composed music. Ooh. He plays the harp and he started writing this kind of new agey music. Rap music? Mumble rap. It got kind of popular, so we didn't have to worry too much about surviving. So sometimes he'd play a little Venus-like coffee houses and stuff, and his fans would show up and listen to him play and cry. Or some of them would meet on their own and recite stuff from the book he'd written and play his songs. I'm good that. I know that sounds kind of like weird and culty, but they just do that stuff on their own, okay? My brother doesn't have anything to do with it. Sure. Anyway, we did that for a while, and then one day Alice showed up. I need your help, she told us. We need people who can do what you can do. Fast the morphogenetic field. Je suppose. So we went to the location she gave us, and it turned out to be the headquarters of Sois, where they'd taken us after the second nonary game. They put us in a room with about a dozen or so other people who were all about the same age as us. A bunch of them looked familiar too. It only took a moment to realize how we knew each other. They were the kids from the first nonary game. Ooh! We were all excited to see each other again, and we were hugging and shaking hands and stuff. And then Alice walked in. The whole room went quiet. She walked up to the podium and looked around the room, making eye contact with each one of us. Right now, a terrorist organization is preparing for a major attack. They plan to trigger a viral pandemic. If they succeed, they will strike a massive blow against all of humanity, not just any one country. It's possible that we as a species will die out completely. We are doing our best to prevent this, but we need your help. You are what we call espers. هو ما تقال هذه كلمة هكا بالذات نعرفها بفزة ESP. You have the ability to access the morphogenetic field. We need that. I'm guessing you don't know what any of this is, but basically we can do this thing that's kind of like telepathy. I mean, it isn't really telepathy, but that's probably the closest thing, okay? Espers can resonate their consciousness with another person through this thing called the morphogenetic field. The purpose of the first nonary game was to search that ability, so they kidnapped kids who had the potential to do it and threw them on the ground in the game. Alice has gathered up all the kids from the experiment. Well, I mean, it had been 9 years since it happened, so we weren't really kids anymore. Anyway, you're still a kid, dude. Anyway, everybody she brought in was an esper. That included me and my brother, of course. I bet you think I'm just making all this up, huh? I don't blame you. تذكروا كي قالت لي عندها certain connection. It is pretty crazy. I mean, I was even starting to forget I could do that stuff. So normal. So when I heard Alice's story, I was like, screw that. I was trying to move on with my life, and now some shady government creeps want me to use some weird ability I had for them? No way. I wasn't even sure I could do it anymore. Some of the others felt differently, though, and they told Alice they'd do it. It was a job after all, and most people wouldn't turn down a salary like that. Alright, I forgot to tell you, she told us how much they'd pay us if we helped. It was a lot, more wealth than you can imagine. Okay. Bon, إذا كل العالم شيوفها معناها وانتم مش تمنعوا العالم, je suppose il y a a lot, c'est rien comparé l'عالم شيوفها. But I was still totally against doing it. My brother told me he'd go along with whatever I decided, so I decided we were leaving. A couple days passed and then Alice showed up at our apartment. She didn't waste time. The people behind the first nutty game might have been part of the terrorist organization Alice and the Soys were after. Wasn't that she asked something that I might want to know more about? That got me curious. My brother too. But the clincher was that Seven said to us. What Seven said to us? ما قالت ليش على Seven. كيف قلت Seven الكبار? He was one of the okay. Well, He was one of the guys that got abducted with us for the second nunnery game. She called him on her phone right then and there and handed it to us. You guys are the only people who can do this. We don't know where Junpei is. Huh. He's gone off to travel the world, looking for Akane. I haven't been able to get a hold of him. Please, just do me a favor and help Alice out. لهنا حدا اللي ما فهموش الحكاية وقبل يفهموا اللي أيوه looking for Akane, his first love. ذاك هو تاني يوجي هو جونبي. أما يخي ده رامو قدش قاعد يحوس. Junpei, like Seven, another participant from the second nunnery game. Akane, one of the people behind the second nunnery game. هي Akane وشكون عملوها الجو؟ Santa, والله نسيت. Seven was a Japanese policeman, which was حيط مش policeman. Was probably how Alice got in touch with him. Anyway, that did it. My brother and I agreed to join the source. For the next couple months, all we did was train. Half of the time it was general knowledge and technical skills an Soyuz agent needed, and the other half was learning to strengthen our Esper abilities. They'd actually known about Espers for quite a while, and had a lot of techniques that helped us get better and stronger. After several months of hard work, we were finally ready for our first field missions. Mine were an infiltration. My brother stayed at the base so I could relay information back through him. I was supposed to sneak into a research facility posing as one of their workers and then use the morphogenetic what the fuck then? And then use the morphogenetic field to transmit what I found back to my brother. But I got captured. Everything went wrong. It was a trap. والله شو كمان اللي يقعد نفسه حتى ما كبدش بنت بدلهيش امورك مان تحمس ولا. The whole research facility was fake and I got captured. Alice had to come and rescue me. I'd been sending information about the inside of the facility to my brother, and Alice used that information to come and find me. As soon as she got there, she picked me up and carried me out. Carry on my way. I was relieved and happy to be alive and free, and young, dumb, and old. But broke, شو قلت young, dumb, and old. بالضبط. But I also felt ashamed and miserable. While she was carrying me back out, I started to cry. She was just so cool, and I wasn't. That's stupid. كنت تحكي في كل لوجيك. جيت بارتي هذيا بديت تخرف دورتها شلون انت ها؟ Don't do this. اجونت عندها تعرف قداش نعام هذيك تعرف عليها انت ممكن تكون حتى هي اللي فونديتها لوحدها حكايه. So from that day onward I did everything I could to be more like Alice. حيت I will explain that one. Game over. حيت قاعد نتكتك في ستيلو مقبل نعمل هكا نحي الختار نتكتك في ستيلو صف في مره من المرات نحى الختار الجمله وعملتها كان زدت بالقويه على ستيلو تغيرت صبعي. Our infiltration ended in failure, but we did manage to get something useful. Life. Bonding. Friendship. In fact, we were able to figure out where their headquarters was. The directors decided that December 25th would be the day we would strike, but we got abducted vendor. C'est bizarre, le 25, نهار اللي أنا... This time I promised myself we wouldn't screw it up. I was finally going to get some answers about something that had been in with me for most of my life. For all of your life, technically. But then on December 22nd, 3 days before the raid, Alice and I were attacked by people in gas masks while we were going over our plans. Huh. Interessante. And when you woke up, you were in the warehouse. Ça va poser un problème خاطر هي تخدمش وحدها تخدم مع اسمها تخدم مع اخوها. اذا كان اخوها يقعد البرا راهو عرفها وين بالمورفوجينيتك فيلد. بعد 3 ايام من النهار اللي خطفوها راهم شرقوا بها وين وراهم كملوا الميسيون راه الحكايه دي ما فماش اذا كان نفس الاورغانيزاسيون اللي خطفتهم. And when you woke up you were in the warehouse. All of that talking seemed to have tired Clover out. أنا بينت. She sighed and her long hair swayed as she moved. Hey, I got a few questions. Well, first off, your powers, I guess. I'm guessing you can't use them right now. خاطر لابس أرمية.
最初に目覚めた時からお兄ちゃんに向かって必死にメッセージを送り続けてるんだけど
Occupé على قعدة. No response.
近くに能力者がいれば共鳴作用を起こして力が増幅されるんだけどここではそれも
لابس armure.
でも私よりも能力の強い人がそばにいると力はその人に吸収されちゃったりもするんだ
ها ها intéressant. دورناها بكانوت أهو.
だからって思ったけどそんなわけ
ده toi. Bon, فما فاي وفما أنا. Right, whatever. I have some other questions, so moving on. قبل كيسأل خليني نشخص الوقت. I think I understand what Alice was talking about now. They were trying to spread that virus, right? Okay, so who are
そ
they?
れはそこまではさすがに言えない
Classified. What? Why not? You told me all that other stuff, but this is too much?
だってアリスに
I already told you I wouldn't tell her.
でも
I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mom. Oh, hi, Alice. Fine. Let me rephrase. When are they going to do it? C'est déjà.
それが分かれば苦労はしないって
So you don't know.
判明してるのは近々行われるってことだけで
But that could mean just about anything. يا بنت استشفى. مش soon بركة. بعد في راس العام.
そうだね来週のことかもしれないしもしかしたら
Happened فيタイムラインで Wait, you mean they might have already reached the
だって
virus?
そう考えたら辻褄が合うじゃん
كلمة صحيحة سيجما في المجلة
この
ولا
減圧室のことも心臓停止のこともそれから3人がコールドスリープにかけられて
يا المكيك اللي فيهم السكانير اللي يعرف شنو هو هذيك 6 والماكينة اللي تعرف شنو هو هذيك 6 والدواء اللي صنعوه جمله لا ولا باش عباد يوحلوا فيه ما تنساوش اللي في الجورنال مكتوبه اللي قعدوا اللي يسمعوا على الاقل ديكيدز باش يعمل الانتي فيروس Are you saying you me and Alice were frozen? شنو تو? Oh my god صح. This is annoying. I'm sorry والله. And the pandemic happened when we were on ice. When you were on ice. Wait. No, that doesn't make sense. Nobody else has heard of Radical 6 either.
嘘をついてるのかも
I mean, نعرف شكون نعرفو يكذب ديجا أنا اللي هي لونا. خاطر تعرفش هذيك Oh, I've never heard about it before. أما تعرف اسمه اكزيلافير تعرفوا شنو؟ تعرف تستعمل الرادار اللي هو جاي من الفوتور. Also فاي ممكن تكذب ما نعرفش ماهيش سير. ممكن برشا ديو داخل في الجو هكا ولا هكا وتن يوجي هذاك كبير في العمر يعرف فيروس Really? All 6 of them?
K の記憶喪失が本当だとしたら5人ってことになるねあとそれからクォークも除かないと
زعما So you're saying ten Yoji, Dio, Fai, Luna are all dying? Huh, I guess they're all a little
で
suspicious.
しょ
And what's their
ユ
motive?
ミが嘘をついた目的知らないよそんなの
شيرانية عندي جوك خايبة في مخي شو قولها خايبة مش معناها dirty joke just خايبة Then what's the motive for a terrorist organization to start a pandemic? يا ودي قلت لك أنا حبوا يقتلوا أي حاجة
愚民どもを浄化するためだって聞
جملة
いたことがあるけど
يا جماعة فريزا سول Purifying the unclean
ちょっと待って
I didn't mean that What, Sham?
愚民
Shamma Shamma
愚民
Shamma What are you
う
doing?
るさい黙ってて何か思い出しそうなの愚民愚民愚民愚民愚民
In She leapt up suddenly excited
ステロ愚民
Oh, that was that was Ta fois expression en français tirée par les cheveux Néo what?
もう忘れちゃったのこれのことだよ
لقيناها في الواحد As she spoke she pulled something out of her pocket Huh was the injection gun. ما قاعد تتذكر الاسم اللي قرأته قبل ما تعرف شنو تعرف عشرين ما تعرفوا اللي هو هارملس. أما كي هو هارملس بيش قتلوا اسمها لونا. alright خاطر عندي تيوري على لونا أنا عندي تيوري على لونا c'est juste que ما زلت ماهيش يصير 100%. Right, I remember that. It wasn't the safe in the treatment center, right? I didn't have any idea what it was though, so I gave it to you. Are you saying you've heard about this neostigmine stuff before? Yeah, you remember? Cool, man. بالضبط حطينا هذا شنو هو الكوليسترول الخام؟ Do you expect me to know what that is? والتبوكولارين شو تعمل لنا التبوكولارين؟ بالله لحظة برك. راح الصاروخ ساعة. تبوكولارين لحظة. injection gun. جوست تصوير هذاك هي. اوكي. تبوكولارين. Oh, this is bad. Secrets. ما انت من الاخر وانت ماشي. تبوكولارين. When the drug is not reversed, it's extremely powerful moxie. وكنا لحالة 5 minutes يا جماعة. This is the second drug injected by the bracelets. Ferrule is broken. 9 minutes after the superior. It causes respiratory muscle to cease function and the body perishes from lack of oxygen. Tuberculin is a component in some of the... So ما كانتش ميتة كانت ميتة ما قتلوها بذاك معنا. اوكي. Intéressant. Sorry, but I still don't get it. I am so excited. I'm بدي مزال الناس. Is the poison in our bracelets, right? توكل خفيف به. So you're saying this neostigmine keeps it from working? Shut up. So we can just inject ourselves with this if we get penalized. Interesting. That means we can only use it for one person. شكون احنا اللي قاعدك بيموت لهنا؟ أليس. Well, it's still good news. This means one of us can break the rules once. خوش فيها هكا. Like, let's see. C'est vrai.
誰かが目標値に達したときに9の扉を開くでしょ。その時にこの薬を持っていれば自分のとにかくこのことは
What? Hey, Clover, wait. Clover, was too late. Clover was already on the lift and gone. Shit. I was, I think, understandably upset. With no stairs, my only choice was to wait for the lift to come back down. As soon as it went back, I jumped in and headed on. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Fai, where did Clover go? Fai, can you hear me? Okay, what's Speaker music? She didn't say anything. Just stared at me with her mouth half open. Her eyes seemed slightly glazed and her body was unnaturally stiff. Fai? I grabbed her shoulder and shook her gently. Slowly she raised her arm, fingers drooping limply from it. She gestured toward the exit that led away from the warehouse. That way? She went out that door? Slow, huh? Okay, حتى هي ميزة بالواحد. هذه كانت 6. The ظهر لي بوزل كبير هو انا كيفاش نمنعوا كلنا من راديكال 6. فما الماكينه في اللابوراتوار تعمل تدوبلي حاجه تدوبلي ليكيد وتدوبلي شو سيور منظرها تعمل هكاك. Right, got it. Thanks. I heard for the accident then paused. أمان شو تخليها كيكة الأخرى. You look pretty tired. Get some rest, alright? Still no response. There was something odd about her, but catching Clover seemed like more of a priority. What the fuck? تسخف ما وش رجع تسخف منظرها. Towards the treatment center. أمان والله مسلت عشية صح عليك. ليه قاعد نلعب بستيلو في داير اسمه في تكتيك مقبله بالعاني باش نعمل حاجه اونتر طون ودني قاعد نلعب في جو. Shut up, man! Alice كده huh? This is weird. Where is everybody? I have a very bad. لا جماعة اللي تفرجوا في الليتس بلاي تعرفوا الوجه هذايا تعرفوا الرياكشن عم يتقبل شويتونا كيقول where is everybody الوجه ذاك. I have a very bad feeling about this. I have a very bad feeling about this. I have a very bad feeling about this. تعرف شنو bad feeling؟ اللي هذا أخيب ending. You know, تفرجت في زيوت اندي لما تفرجت في 999 تعرف شو معناها أخيب ending. I'd assume Alice would be in the treatment center, so Clover would have gone there to find her, but I have a very bad feeling about this. معناها كلهم مرضوا بال medical 6 كلهم كونتراكتيو الفيروس بيتو. The room was empty. Luna and Tenyoji were gone too. They left Quark, and the readout on his pod said his vital signs were still normal. Huh. As far as I could tell, he was still asleep. I have a very bad feeling about this. Ooh. Guess it's time to look somewhere else. Crew quarters كالعادة. I made my way out of the treatment center. عرفتوا شي سكيبيو. This is oh my god. Oh my fucking god. شتيك لبعضها. يا ولدي شتيك لبعضها باش يرجع يتاج الاخر شقاهم في الكرو سنتر ولا حاجة. شيخ كالعادة أليس الأخرى ميت. شقام كل 200. شقام كل مش نموتوا كلنا في الابيزود هذا. هذا كما قال اسمه باتريك. And they all died. The end. أمان ليه والله ليه أمان it really looks like it. ليه عرفتها أعطيك لي عملت هكا أعطيك لي بالرسمي فهمتها. تنيوجي عايش في سكوندة في من با في شطر جملة فهمتها. تنيوجي ولونا ما مش يخليو كورك شنو تعمل. بدهم يخليو كورك بدهم في حكاية سوف كورك بزر غاديك دونك فما حاجة اورجونت القدة. فاي كي خرجنا نلقاهم اذا بالراديكال 6 وفما حتى حد في حتى بلاصة. This is bad. Oh shit, this is يا علاش تقص قبل البيت الرابعة؟ أنا تربحك فما حاجة في البيت الرابعة برا زمر فما حاجة في البيت الرابعة. What the hell? What is going on here? Can't find anybody. Every single room is empty. No, I'm still covered. Wait, there's still one place I haven't checked. The infirmary? Oh, okay. Really بيت الرابعة. Oh, the infirmary. ممكن فما شكون فيهم مرض دخل غاديك يخربها. حتى هو. I ran into the room and stopped short. I might as well have run into a brick wall. My chest tightened so much I could barely breathe. No. Felt my whole body convulse, whether from terror or nausea I couldn't tell. My legs went limp and I crumpled to the floor. Damma, something sticky pressed against the palm of my hand, and I looked down to see blood. A vast warm pool of fresh blood stretching out across the room, lapping at my legs and hands. Why? This can't be real. This is it. This is the bad ending. Okay, واش غاد. Holy shit! يا إلهي what the fuck! فاهم مشيت غاديكا بعد. What the fuck? I expected it. What the fuck? I expected to كلهم يطلعوا ميتين. Okay, we know. In the middle of the lake of blood, like an island of flesh, were bodies. They were a bloody tangle of lifeless limbs and dead eyes with too much blood. شكل ضربة 200 يموتوا. Blood and chaos for me to tell who was who. But had they sliced themselves open or stabbed one another? I couldn't tell. All the blood, too much blood. أصلاً بديش بمشي بالبوزيسيون تاعهم كيكا. ولا شنو؟ مازال لابسين براسلي مش قادر نرفع حتى براسلي. اما لونجل ما يخلينيش نرفع حتى براسلي. ولولا البراسلي بتاعها ممكن تطلع تحت اللبسه بتاعها. نعرف ابوها انا مش نجم راح تشيك. Too much blood. Whatever they'd done, it was clear what tool they'd used to do it. A scalpel lay in the blood next to them. Its handle and blade streaked with gore. This was how they have died. This tiny blade. ما ضليش كهوة. Oh god. This is it. It's all over. كي موش غادي. This is how it ends. That's right. Have to end it. This nightmare will finally be over. Time to wake up. شغله. My fingers scraped across the floor as I picked up the scalpel. الله تحشم. I lifted it slowly, carefully to my neck, as if someone were guiding my hand with theirs. Yeah, اختار confused حتى انت. Now I need to be free. قول كلمة free. قول كلمة free. And drew it across my throat. Well damn. GG سيجما. يخي دار همك توقعتك أقوى منك. Bon. الفيروس. هذا ending هذا الظاهر. Yeah, ending نحكي هذا. سكيبيت مش بلا عنده هل. Not sure. Clover. هذا الاندينغ تاع Clover. Damn. اوكي. نعرف البزود ذا قصيرة مش قصة البزود ذا هنا بصراحة. لازم نقرأ حساب برشا حاجات تو في مخي بالرسمي قبل ما نكمل. خاطر زاد لازمني نرجع لهنا. 5 minutes of life. تو نعرف حكاية ميتيوسبازميد بو هذاك الدوم تاعي بالرسم. هذاك هو حصير نعرفو حكايته كل so we'll do that next time. wait شبيت حلت هذيك انت كذا ما كانش كذا. wait what حالته خاطر عندي ذيت اهو. انتريسانتي. اما تتصرفوا مره جايه انتريسون على الاخر. خاطر يزيدني نعم نطلع في حق الفيت اسكو كانت محلوله ولا هذيك. اللي ما كانتش محلوله هذيك ما كانتش خضره هذيك تو نجم تعديها. قولكم نتقابل très bientôt. D'ici là portez-vous bien. في épisode الثاني تاع فيلا. D'ici là portez-vous bien. نروحكم. Ciao. Everybody died.